Hi everyone and welcome back to Barker-Stargazer's YouTube channel, a general craft channel which seems to do nothing but crochet at the moment. So we're doing another video in the series, Does It Crochet Like the Picture? In this series I find free patterns which are advertised by an AI generated image and see how close the pattern gets us to that image. We've had some failures with no successes so far. I'll let you explore the series yourself. I'll put a link on the end card. Right, we're actually going back to a site I've tried before. We are going back to punqua.com. I am definitely pronouncing that wrong. Here's the name of the site. Now, I've been here twice before. We first tried this frog, which turned out like this. Then we tried this tree, which turned out like this. However, I did go back and redesign that one and got it to look like this. So you might be saying, well, why are you going back to this site? Because I think there is something about this site. The patterns are complete patterns, whereas the other free patterns advertised by AI images aren't. They actually feel like AI generated patterns as well. Here doesn't. And like I said, you're getting a full pattern, so you are receiving an item at the end of it. Even though it's not what's on the image, it does correspond to what you're after. So I thought, I'm going to find one of these patterns one day that works. So I'm going to pick a fairly easy Christmas one and go from there. Right. Gingerbread. We've got advent calendars. Oh, weird tissue box of Santa. Santa sweets. Some gnomes. See, I don't really see how you could go wrong with things like gnomes or basic Christmas tree shapes. That's why I think there could be something in this. Let me do a more refined search. Okay, Christmas tree earrings, a gnome. These bells, I really don't think you could go that wrong with a bell pattern. That could be one to do. Gnomes, Christmas trees. That one's good. I like that one. So they're just basic triangles, little round gnomes. So I don't really think there's much you can go wrong with a pattern like that. So that's why I've got, I didn't say confidence, a more established hope that it would work. Don't see how that cupcake is Christmassy. It's a caterpillar and Christmas. What the hell is that? Bunny rabbit? Ah, little doggy with weird little things poking out of its back. Reindeer. Stockings. Angels. Prefer my angel that I made last year. Ah, I like the little mugs. I think I want to design my own. I'm not really into the Grinch. You know, I've never made any slippers. Should probably look at that. Oh, teapot. Love it. But I'd want to make it absolutely perfect, so we're not going there today. We're just going to test one of these patterns. What the hell is that? Is that meant to be the baby Jesus? Oh, candle holders. Fire hazard. Ah, look at the baby. Oh, that's a really nice angel. Ooh, that's a lovely bow. I've done a train. What the hell is that? What is that, a chill pill with a flame on the top of it? I've seen that one. We've seen these. This is the page we came in on. Oh, maybe we should make them for Barbie. Oh, I like the gingerbread cushion. That's nice. Oh God, I need some chunky yarn for them. Oh, nativity hanging decorations. Oh, lovely reindeer. Little noses. Oh, look at that little suit. Oh, nutcracker. Oh, I'd want to make a giant one though. Covers for bottles. Oh, they're good. I like them. Oh, what a creepy baby. What the hell is wrong with those reindeer? Hats. Oh, I like them. I like his beard. Basic Christmas tree design, basic triangles. I don't see how you could go wrong with that. Gingerbread, trees, reindeers. Where's that reindeer's nose? Ooh, I'm a sucker for blue at Christmas. Wow, he's got some antlers. Oh, and the carrot actually sticks out. What the hell is that? Star of Bethlehem? No, that's some sort of pagan goddess, that is. Where's that door stop? What the hell is that? Oh, Jack, Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, God, Sally, your eyes are freaky, love. What the hell? Someone chopped off Santa's head, ate his insides with a knife and fork, and then put the knife and fork into the empty carcass of the body. What the hell? Honestly. Oh my God. More disemboweled Santas for cutlery. Yeah, now Santa's coming armed. Yeah, he should do. Terrified if I was him. Yep. You keep those knives and forks in your backpack, Santa. They're coming for you. I think it's those elves that are coming for you. They are really riding the line of freaky and cute. Oh, wow, that's beautiful stag. See, problem is I'd want to make it absolutely perfect, so that's a project for another time. Oh, ice skates. I like ice skates. I was actually going to do an AI to reality on ice skates this year, but I opted for something else. Instead, I opted for doing those bow cushions. I like them. I think I've got some teal as well. All right, I think I've decided we're going to go for the ice skate. I'm just going to make one of them though. Okay, so this is going to be my brown, this will be my teal, and this is my white. Now it says use worst weight, which is double knit, and it says to use a 3.5 to a 4mm hook. I prefer to use a 3.5 with double knit, so I'm going to use that. Small amount of filling for the blade, stitch markers, and optional plastic, canvas, or EVA foam for boot insoles. We might use some stuffing there. Okay, right, I'll pop in with some voiceovers if I think it's necessary, but let's just crack on. Okay, we are starting with the sole, then moving on to the heel block, which is all in the brown. We are working in American terminology on this pattern, and it does look like we've got some front loop only stitches coming up as well. At least they're in the abbreviation of the pattern. So I'm assuming if they're in the notes, they're going to be in the pattern, but we'll see. Okay, so that's the sole done. It's looking a bit bulky to me so far. We are now to attach the teal and start working on the boot. There are a few decreases that are involved, but nothing really all that complicated. Now undo that last brown stitch and attach our new colour at the top of that stitch. It's just going to give us a nicer colour change. And speaking of nicer colour changes, instead of doing a single crochet as the pattern states in the first stitch, I'm actually going to do a slip stitch. And hopefully this will make the colour change less jagged. I am also going to finish this round with a slip stitch as well. Okay, so this is meant to be the end of the main boot. As you can see, there's not enough shaping here around the toes. And the last 10 rounds shouldn't have been rounds, they should have been rows. Now, I really am in two minds whether or not to unpick these last 10 rounds, do them as rows, and then see if the rest of the pattern can really be salvaged. I want to believe in this site so much, but oh God. I mean, are these patterns AI generated? If they are, they're quite good. The tongue is next and it's in a separate piece. So I think I am actually best if I unpick this. Yeah, I'm going to unpick all the way back to row 6. So I'm not going to add any more decreases, but I'm just going to work rows 7 to 16. I'm going to work them as rows instead of rounds. That's what I mean. Okay, so I've put the white cuff on, I've turned it over and stitched it in place. The pattern did not state to do that, or at least it hasn't stated it yet. And now we are creating bobble eyelets. We need 12 per boot. So if I was doing 2, which I'm not, I would be doing all 12. No, I wouldn't. I'd be doing 24. I can't even add up now. Right, so we are just putting 5 single crochets into a magic circle and then stitching on. Okie dokie. Okay, so here we are. These are the eyelets which have been created with just 1 row of single crochet. That's double crochet if you're UK terms, and it said it would need 12 per boot, but as you can see it only needed 6. So I'm going to move on to the laces now, which are a simple cord that's to be woven in, and obviously I'll neaten up these ends, and then I will make one of the snowflake patches. Well, that star is a disaster. I think it looks more like a starfish than a star or a snowflake. But yeah, my optimism for this pattern is waning. I am going to move on to the skate blade. At least I only have to make 2 with only making 1 boot. Well, I'm not going to bother with the second blade to thicken this up because I think we can see that this has been another disaster. Why can't this site just advertise what it actually has? Alright, well, the ice skate can join a AI to reality list. Maybe it'll be something I fix in the future, but for now, this does not crochet like the image. Bye.